FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
How can we upgrade our American dream to a global vision that the earth can sustain and that is supportable for every human being? If we Americans wish to be known for our leadership in the world and be recognized as true partners in global development, we need to take on a new model of life that's sustainable and possible for every human being. How can we best advocate that?
I think it's a great question, and it was a question that maybe 5 years ago would have been, thought of as kind of touchy-feely, to be honest about it, and would not have been entertained seriously in a lot of the boardrooms and the decision makers' meetings and halls of legislatures. But I think it is an issue that we have to be smart about addressing. You see, the threat of global climate change, the intimidation created, as we've seen in Europe, by control over energy supplies, the fear that globalization has not spread its benefits broadly and deeply enough, those are all opportunities for Americans, primarily in the private sector and also in our government, to start kind of solving these problems, and to do so with the same level of energy and ingenuity that we have brought to problems in the past. We have such an opportunity here, and I'm hoping that some of the provisions that made their way through the difficult negotiations over the stimulus package will have the result of helping to jumpstart and support research. We've got to get back to supporting basic science in America. It's one of our greatest advantages, and we have not been keeping up with our potential for leading the way in science, technology, and research. So I would hope that the answer to the question asked doesn't, in any American's minds, sort of create the image that somehow we would have to give up our way of life. I mean, that seems to always end up being the debate, that this will be economically ruinous for us, this will cause us to fall behind, we'll lose out in what the American dream should be in a material sense. And I just don't buy that. I don't believe that is the way forward. Now, do we have to change some of how we live? Yes, but changing to compact fluorescent bulbs is not the kind of sacrifice that is going to undermine the quality of our life. In
Australia now they already have made that as a law.
That's right. That's right. And so I think there's, you can go from the small steps that each of us can take, which in the aggregate would add up to significant changes, to the kind of governmental driven decisions that you'll see more of in the Obama administration. Our new Secretary of Energy, Stephen Chu, is absolutely focused on how he can make the case that changes in our uses of energy and in how we both create it and deliver it would go a long way toward enabling us to live a better, more sustainable life. Even though the legislative changes that have been made in California over the last 35 years have resulted in a lower per capita usage of electricity than in the rest of the country. And I don't think people in California feel like they're deprived. So part of what we have to do is have the leadership in both the public and the private sectors look to academia, ask for good ideas, and then begin implementing them, and do so with courage and a pioneering spirit. We are supposed to be the problem solvers. That's who we're supposed to be. And it's time, when we face these global challenges, we demonstrate that that's who we continue to be.